Welcome back to News Geelong. In 2010, Councillor Libby Coker was elected Mayor of the Surf Coast Shire for one term and enjoyed the leadership so much that a second bite of the cherry was in order for this current one-year term. Ian Nichols reports.
Well, the makeup of the Surf Coast Shire Council has changed considerably following the elections. We have 6 new councillors, but one very familiar face in its new mayor, Councillor Libby Coker. And we're speaking with her today about the future and what it holds for the Surf Coast Shire.
I must say it's a thrill to be mayor for this incoming council. It's a very exciting term ahead.
Well, you have all the experience behind you, of course, and with so many new councillors, it really was a pretty obvious choice as far as I'm concerned.
Well, thank you very much, Ian. I think that we have a new structure now. We have the 4 wards. We have Torquay, Anglesea, Lorne and Winchelsea. So I think it is important that we have someone with experience to be able to bring the wards together. It will have some subtle changes in that councillors may be more focused on their ward, but I also know that the councillors will do a great job for the entire Shire.
Well, you have indicated that there'll be no problem with collaborating with other ward councillors, or that's your hope anyway.
Yes, look, I think we have a really strong team. They've got some interesting, different abilities here. We have a strong financial background, we have people with strong environmental backgrounds, and also with law background. So we, I think, will work well together. I think that we understand the challenges and the opportunities in our Shire.
Well, in your own ward of Anglesea, of course, it was a landslide. You were much loved in your own patch, if you like.
Look, I was thrilled to get 41% of the vote. It was just quite humbling, and I will certainly be doing my best for those constituents. But I must also acknowledge my fellow councillor Margot Smith, who was elected. She did very well also. But one thing I must say is, while I was resoundingly re-elected, and I thank the ratepayers for that, that I need to acknowledge my fellow councillors on the previous council, because really it was their work as well as mine that contributed to my vote, I think, and those councillors, Libby Mears, Jim Tutt and Simon Northeast, were all really part of the last council who worked hard for our area of the Shire.
At the headquarters of the Surf Coast Shire here in Torquay, this is Ian Nichols for News Geelong.
The Geelong Chamber of Commerce has received funding of $182,000 from the federal government Small Business Advisory Service program to establish a one-stop shop of support for services called Small Business, Smart Business. News Geelong spoke with Bernadette Uzelac from the Geelong Chamber of Commerce and Richard Miles, the federal member for Corio, regarding this funding.
We're very excited because the Chamber of Commerce has been advised that we've been awarded some funding from the federal government for small business advisory services. So we're very pleased that this is going to enable the Chamber to expand and develop its services to small businesses.
And Winter's Cafe here in Packington Street is an outstanding example of a good small business.
They are indeed. They're a recent winner of the Geelong Business Excellence Awards category for hospitality and tourism. They've won Golden Plate Awards and recently an award in the Toast of the Coast. And they've also been part of the Chamber's Small Business Mentoring program as well, and have been participating in Mentoring for Growth. So they're a fantastic example of a successful business.
Bernadette, small businesses in Geelong continuing to grow, but they're forming a real backbone of the Geelong economy.
There's no doubt about that, Graham. I believe that small business forms more than 60% of the business economy in Geelong, and they certainly are a major force in this region. So they certainly are a major part of what goes on.
And the federal government stepping in with this funding will further inject more positivity into small business and confidence in small business.
Absolutely. I think that it's a wonderful thing, and it's very good timing, because I think small business does need that confidence boost, to get out there and really make a difference. And they are a major part of this economy, particularly in this region.
It is a really good day in terms of supporting small business through this Small Business Advisory Grant to the Chamber of Commerce. And this will really allow the Chamber of Commerce to act as a one-stop shop in supporting small businesses throughout the region in all the issues which affect them. And we're here at Winter's Cafe because this is a great example of a small business which has benefited from the mentoring program that the Chamber run, and this is what we'll be supporting with this grant. And this is a business here at the Paris end of Packington Street, which is providing wonderful coffee. It is a winner of a Small Business Excellence Award in Geelong, a Golden Plate Award last year, and I think again just recently. And it really shows that when you put your mind to it, small businesses can be excellent, but you can make money, and they are the backbone of our economy. And so we're really proud to be able to support them and the Chamber through this grant.
Richard, how does Geelong stand small business-wise, maybe against other major regional cities around Australia from a federal government viewpoint?
Well, the first point I'd make is that small business really is the backbone of the economy, as I said, and you can gauge the health of a community by the degree to which its small business thrives. And I think what we have here in Geelong is a thriving small business sector. You can set up a business here and you can find a market. You can do it in a very local way like this, but you can also have quite a small business which projects nationally and internationally. I mean, one of the things that we highlighted in the Asian Century White Paper is the opportunities that there will be for small business through the National Broadband Network, through the internet, to engage in China and to engage in India and to engage in Asia. So there are enormous opportunities, and you can do that right here from Geelong. So I think Geelong's a great base to do this from, and supporting the Geelong Chamber of Commerce is a real pleasure for the federal government.
As we go to a break on News Geelong, don't forget you can follow us on Facebook, www.facebook.com/News Geelong 31, and also on Twitter at News Geelong 31. We appreciate your feedback and comments. We'll be back with news and a little bit of sport after this.